Hey everyone, it's Tactical Tom with Tactical Tom Gaming, and today I've got a little RB match. I believe I was top tier in this one, and we're playing the American or Canadian M4a5, also known as the Ram II. It turned out pretty good, and let's go ahead and go. I believe it ended up being 7 kills, so we'll see how it turns out. We're going to start off heading towards A. I don't play this tank all that often, so I'm kind of just going for it. And I'm pretty new to the whole RB thing. I've only played maybe 15 RB battles, so I'm just trying to get the hang of it finally. So we're going to take off towards A here and bring up the binos and see what we can see. There's usually always a bunch of guys over here. And you can see in the mini-map right now that the bad guys are in purple, but anyone who plays War Thunder knows you don't actually see that in the battle. This is just part of the replay. And also, I goofed on recording the replay, so this is from the server replay, so it may be a little glitchy here and there, and you won't be able to tell if I'm reloading and stuff like that. So, here's the first victim. You see this guy go across, and I completely miss him. So I'm going to try to take a follow-up shot through the building, see if that works. The M4a5 uses the British 6-pounder gun, so all you get is solid shot. So you're kind of just pummel the crap out of people. So the first one was a good bounce. We're going to go ahead and take a couple of the blind shots through the building here and see what we get. And, I tried the same thing on the guy behind that other building there, because I saw him sneak back there. We're lining up, we're going to take another shot, and get a good solid hit, take his transmission out. So now we're just going to go ahead and pummel him, and see what we get here.
Yes, a hit.
We keep pounding away at him.
The enemy tank has been destroyed.
And, so we're just kind of going and see what we get. We take a big hit right there. So I saw the guy around the corner there, so immediately I threw Artie out and see what we get. And then back up to try to get my tank repaired. Never mind, we're not repairing quite yet. I was going to go take another shot, and I see him, and that's when he tags me. He sets me on fire. So I was going to see if I could get another shot at him, but I couldn't. And there, the artillery, lucky shot, took him out. So we're going to back up here and start to repair. And kind of scan around and see what else we can get. Our team is getting pretty thin over at A. And I just brought up the chat there to see if you could see that I was repairing, if it would show it, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to fool around with that for a second. And then we'll get back to it. So you can see I lost 2 crew members in that. Of course, my transmission got set on fire. So while we're getting the tranny back up, we are going to kind of hang out and see what's going on. And we should be just about ready to go in another few seconds here. And I see my teammate die on the right-hand side over there. So I'm going to back up and see if I can get a shot on that guy. So I start kind of cruising over there. This thing doesn't neutral steal all that well, being that it's based off of the chassis of the M3 Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So as I went over there, the guy was already gone. So one of the teammates took him out. So we're going to kind of peek around there. And we're going to go ahead and try to make our way towards A carefully, see if there's anyone on the hill or the crest over there to the left. So I'm going to slowly move around. So, I don't know if you guys can see on the right-hand side there, there's a Puma hiding over there, and I don't see him yet. And he's going to cause me some problems in a couple of minutes. So I'm carefully moving over, trying to do the best that I can to not get completely wrecked out here. You know, typical new guy move. I'm probably moving too slow at this point. But I'm still trying to get a feel for, well, the tank, which I've never played in RB. And I don't think I've ever played this map in RB either. So I don't know it really other than watching some YouTube videos. So I'm going to take a scout with the binos, make sure it's clear, do one more around the corner here. And we're going to go ahead and move up and try to get into the cap. So I'm keeping my turret facing the direction I think that the enemies will come from, which is towards their spawn. And slowly move in there, because we need to get some caps at this point. Well, we have caps at this point, but we need to get this point captured. As you can see at this point, I'm the only guy over here. And if you look on the minimap, there's 2 tanks. They're going to cause me problems right about now. So the Puma takes a pot shot at me. And so I swing around and I see him. I start turning my turret and quickly just throw a snapshot at him and happen to take out his gunner. And a second shot takes him out. Right behind there comes a Panzer III. So I put a round into him and beat him up pretty good. And continue to try to pummel him. So, you know, I'm freaking out at this point. So I'm not really aiming all that well. I'm going to try to, I think his only crew member left is his gunner, or his driver, I should say. But it wasn't. So we're going to go and put the last shot into the turret. Take him out. Get ourselves turned around here, and our artillery's back up, so I'm gonna go over here and finally get straightened up. I'm gonna kind of hang out and just, I was going to see how the battle played out, sitting over here at A and get it captured, and then go ahead and pick up a crew member also. I was down to 3, so I thought I would pick up a 4th guy. It would probably need it later on in the battle. So I'm sitting here just collecting some experience and getting ready. I knew somebody had to be around because they started dropping arty on me. So I went ahead and dropped arty kind of where I thought they'd be hiding behind those buildings. But I didn't get any hits. So we're going to get turned around. I'm going to start moving towards B. It's at that point I see the Warble over there. And I know he sees me. So I was going to go over here, and I don't think he saw me at this point. So I was just going to kind of post up in the corner here and wait for him to come to me. And so we're just going to kind of hang out for a second. I'm checking behind me, make sure no one's going to flank me. After I got 2-on-1 when I first came in there, I was a little leery that I was going to get wrecked. So he pops out, and I immediately throw some MG fire on him, because playing Americans, I keep thinking there's going to be a 50 on the roof, and there's not. So I get a shot and take out his gunner, which I had a couple of options here. I could either wait for him to peek back out again while he was repairing, or I could take the risk of cruising right across there and just running him down. So I went ahead at this point, and I was feeling kind of froggy, so I just went for it. And, dreading how slow this tank is at that point as well. So I was betting on the fact that I could get to this Warble before he could get his crew member switched out, repaired, put a round right through his radio man or gunner, whatever that was there, and took his turret off with a final shot through the ammo rack. So I started getting hit again here, and I could just see the machine gun or the top of the turret or the cupola. And, that's kind of a cool sight. But so this guy's hit me with some machine gun fire. Line up, put one right into his barrel, take out his cannon breech, and I think that was his gunner. Second shot wiped him out. Which is fairly fortunate with these really god-awful rounds. And so right here I'm at 6 kills so far. I was thinking they were probably going to respawn, so I was going to turn my turret over that way. But I needed to get over to B, because we were bleeding tickets, and at that point we had only had A as our only cap point. So I saw the team was starting to get B, so I was just going to kind of jam over there as fast as I could, while making sure no one was going to get me in this valley as I went across. The M4a5 here only has a max speed of 39. It doesn't seem like you're going downhill or anything. You don't get any extra speed, so we're just going to go ahead and keep moving forward here. And we're already capping, so my plan was to go and try to finish up helping cap here, and then go blast down towards the C cap. So we are making our way down there, or over there, very slowly. This tank is no speed demon. It's one of those tanks that doesn't get played a lot from what I see, so a lot of people don't know where to shoot it. You can see that Puma, when we were back a few minutes, was taking shots at the sides of my turret and couldn't pen me with that 50 he's got, which is a pretty good pen. So that was pretty fortunate for me. So we're going to go ahead and cruise through B here. I know at some point I'm going to take a round off on the side. Yeah, right there. I looked over to see if I could see where it was from, but I couldn't, so I just kept driving. I was playing, this is on the EU server, this battle, so my ping was right around 160, almost 200. So there's kind of some weird things. You'll see in a little bit that I was shooting at a dead tank. I tried to get a shot at this guy and shot him, but he was already dead. So apparently our M22 hadn't figured that out yet, and he was still blasting the crap out of him. So the Cromwell and I are going to go ahead and take off down here to C and try to get this cap, because we were losing A. So we're going to move down there. My plan was to go down as quick as I could and try to get behind the water tank there to get some cover, knowing that we were going to get crossfired. And the M22 kind of had the same idea. He stopped, so I thought I would go ahead and go down and go all the way around and try to turn around. This thing turns quite literally like a yacht. Now I knew we were taking hits, and I could hear the Cromwell popping smoke over there trying to stay covered. And so I went ahead and dropped my artillery where I thought it was going to get some hits. But I don't think we scored anything. And then move up here, so when the smoke cleared, I could start shooting. Another Puma up there I tried to take a pot shot at, but he was too far over the crest. I couldn't see him. So we're just going to go ahead and wait him out for the smoke and see if we can pop him when he comes over again. All the while, try to refill our ammo. So I'm scanning, pull out the binos, and I see him pulling up, so I go ahead and sight in and get the range a little far on the first shot. Second one, took out his gunner loader. Put another one, hoping to get the ammo rack, but yeah, it just completely missed everything. The third shot took out his rear guy. So here's that weird spot. You can see in the replay it's on fire and smoking, but in the game it wasn't. It was just a tank. And so I figured it was dead, but I decided to hit it with a few machine gun rounds. When it didn't explode, well, maybe he's just disabled. So I was going to pull up a little bit and take a shot at him. After I hit him, I realized that, yeah, he was definitely dead, and I was going to go ahead and move on. So there's a Japanese, a Cheeto, or something like that, hiding in the corner over there, and he's going to get a shot at me right now, and I didn't even see him. So I take a hit. I immediately go ahead and try to get my tank turned around, so, and take a shot at him. So pop him a lucky shot, take him right in the gunner and the commander, which I think loader commander, but either way it was a good hit. So I sit there. I dropped artillery where I thought he was, not knowing if my team was going to get him or not at that point. And then they started rushing him. I knew that he was done for, so I was going to go ahead and start moving back up towards B to cap. So we're slowly making our way up there again. And, oh, excuse me. And, yeah, so we're heading back up towards B, and gonna try to get that cap. You can see we're getting fairly low on tickets. They're getting fairly low on tickets, because for some reason we're on the right-hand side. which is kind of weird in the replay. But we get through there, and I don't even see that there's a Stug over here, and he takes my leather out. So I go over there and try to snapshot him, and of course, hit a nice curved spot of his casemate. Miss. So second round lined up for a flat spot, and hit him pretty good. This one I was going to try to go lower, hit his ammo rack, and just yellowed it. So he had taken out my turret ring and messed me up pretty good, but I knew that we needed to get over to the cap, so I figured I could sneak over there and sit in the cap and repair while we were there. So instead of waiting 30 seconds or 40 seconds to repair, I would get in the cap and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's what I went and did. Try to get myself oriented to where I thought enemies would pop up and start repairing. So I wish I could have gotten a shot at that A6, but at that point my commander was toast and my turret was jammed up, so there wasn't much I could do. Kind of hang up here. Wait to get repaired. You're going to see this super slow airplane on fire flying over there. So I saw him, turret came back up. So I thought I would take my luck at a couple machine gun rounds and shoot a main gun round at him. Maybe I'd get lucky and get a plane kill. That didn't happen. So I see this guy up top there, and he just got done killing one of our teammates. So I was in a lineup on him, and I should have waited a little bit longer because crappy shot. I went shot right through everything, and that's where he took me out. Really weird replay bug there, but yeah, he just gets me right through the mantlet and smokes me. Well, thanks for watching, and have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.